Hello everyone, it is January, which means it is the time of year that everyone is resolving to better themselves, and a lot of people are resolving to better themselves in terms of health and fitness, getting more fit, getting healthier, changing their diet, achieving the body of their dreams, you name it. So today I wanted to give you a quick fire tip video, because you guys know that I could take 2 tips and ramble on for a half an hour. No. Today I'm going to give you 12 tips and just hit you with them one after another to help you achieve your fitness goals this year. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you, these tips may seem a little bit unconventional because they aren't going to get you a 6-pack by tomorrow or even by the end of January, but I wouldn't give you tips to give you a 6-pack by the end of January because you know what? People who usually follow those tips lose their 6-pack by February. These tips are designed to give you maximum results and sustainable results, not quick results. So if all you care about is how you look in a week, but not 2 months, 6 months, 2 years, 10 years from now, then this video might not be for you. But for all of you people who want to look and feel great in the next few months and also well into your 80s, this video is for you. But really quick before we get into the tips, I do have a very short, exciting announcement back about a month ago when I launched my merch. There were 3 items available and I told you guys there was a mystery one coming soon. Well, it has finally arrived. There is now officially a Brains and Gains long sleeve t-shirt, and let me tell you, this is so comfortable that I literally wore it to bed last night, which is why I'm not wearing it right now for the video. It belongs in my dirty laundry, but this is probably my favorite thing out of all of the merch. I have worn it so much. You've seen it in some of my previous videos. Just wanted to let you know that it is indeed available on my website. I will link it down in the description box below. Go check it out. Check out my other merch. There's tank tops, there's t-shirts, all that good stuff. Almost everything comes in 2 colors, I think, so check the colors. Brains and Gains! Yay! So if you're excited to learn these tips, please give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure to follow me on Instagram because I post a ton of more in-depth tips there as well. I mean, I also post in-depth tips on my YouTube channel, so you can subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. But without further ado, let's get into the quick fire 12 tips to help you get fit this year. Number one is number one because it is the most important, and that is to put your health first. If you consider all changes that you're making in terms of your health, this is going to set you up so much better in the long run. Where people tend to go wrong is making decisions based on their aesthetic goals purely. And once you do that, yeah, it can get you good results pretty quickly, and for 6 months you'll look great. But if those changes are not optimal for your health, after a while, your body's gonna start fighting against you. And you're gonna start losing all of those positive changes. And not only will you be sliding backwards, but it's gonna make it a lot harder to make progress. And you're gonna be fighting an uphill battle against your body that's rebelling against you. If you focus on health, the aesthetics will follow. If you focus on aesthetics, oftentimes you make decisions that are not great for your health, and then you end up losing everything. Tip number 2 is to start slow with all changes. I know you have so much motivation right now to just go all in, do all of the things, but guess what? That's not going to be sustainable. As soon as that motivation fades, you're going to be back to square one. So if instead you start with slow, small, simple changes, build them into your lifestyle, make them a part of who you are, you can just build from there and eventually establish the diet lifestyle pattern that you want to follow, that feels good for you, that makes your body feel good, your mind feel good, and gets you to your goals. Episode 1 of my Fitness Starter Kit series is actually all about how to implement this, and I give a lot of different suggestions for little changes that you can make to your diet, your lifestyle, etc. in order to get more fit. So I definitely recommend checking out that video if you want ideas for how to implement this tip. But the TLDR is that it really is a tortoise and the hare scenario. If you started at full speed, you're eventually going to peter out, lose your energy, and not be able to sustain your pace. Whereas if you go at a little tortoise pace, you will make it to the finish line and you will feel great. Tip number 3 is to find exercise that you love. Yes, there may be a most optimal form of exercise to help you achieve your goals, but if you hate that form of exercise, you will never be consistent with it. And so you will not get the results that you theoretically should. Whereas if you find a modality of exercise that you love, that you can keep doing and you can be consistent with, that is what is going to get you to your goals. Consistency is far more important than doing the exactly correct thing. So for fat loss and shaping your body, the best thing you can do is resistance training. But if you detest resistance training and you're never gonna do that, then trying to force yourself to do that is going to get you nowhere. Whereas if you love swimming, you're going to see so much more progress by doing that because you're actually going to do it. Tip number 4 is something that I highly recommend regularly reminding yourself of. And that is that this is a lifestyle, not a diet, not a temporary 30-day challenge. As you start off or get back into or just continue along with your health and fitness journey, remembering that everything that you do, all of the positive changes you make, are things that you want to make a part of your lifestyle rather than something that you feel like you have to force yourself to do, is what is going to help you continue to make those changes. 30-day challenges, detoxes, crash diets, insane, crazy 30-day HIIT workouts, like none of those things are sustainable long term. They cannot be a part of a healthy lifestyle. Therefore, you probably don't need to waste your time doing them. And framing things this way really helps with the mindset component of it, because often people let a lack of motivation get in their way when it comes to going to the gym, eating healthy, etc. But if you look at these changes as part of your lifestyle, part of things that you're just gonna do now because this is how you live your life, then motivation isn't a part of it anymore. It just comes down to what you do. Going to the gym, just something you do. Eating whole and processed foods, just something you do. Not something that you need to dig down deep and find motivation for, or listen to motivational speakers and follow the motivational people on Instagram for. It becomes so easy when it's just your lifestyle. And this leads me to my next tip, which is that consistency is key. Those 30-day challenges, detoxes, juice cleanses that you can only do for a week are not things that you can do consistently. Sustainable long-term change does not come from 1 week of putting in all your effort. Sustainable and healthy change comes from being consistent over time. It's better to do less and be consistent with it than to go all in for like 2 weeks and then completely stop. So let's say there's person A and person B. Person A makes like 2 or 3 small healthy changes and they're consistent with them for the entire year. Person B goes all in with everything, changing their diet, eating only whole and processed food, exercising all the time, getting all the sleep, not getting stressed, etc. They're all in, but they only do it for a month. Maybe. By the end of the year, person A is going to have made a lot more change and progress than person B. Person B most likely will have lost all of their progress and be back at square one, only to do it over year after year. And this brings me to my next point, tip number 6, which is that fast results are not sustainable results. This is because your body is an adaptation machine, and I've said this a ton of times, but in this context, if you are going all in to get super fast results, yeah, your body's going to adapt pretty quickly and you will see a ton of change really quickly. But as soon as you stop doing that, your body is going to readapt to your previous lifestyle. You will lose all of these adaptations that your body has made to your all in, going super hard, doing all of the things mentality as soon as you go back to your previous lifestyle, because the all-in thing is not sustainable. Your body's going to readapt to your previous lifestyle and you will again be back at square one. Your body is not going to keep adaptations that it doesn't need to keep using. This is why you lose muscle if you stop using it. If you're not forcing your body to continue to use those adaptations consistently over time, then you will lose those adaptations. And this is why tip number 7 is so important, which is that you have to be patient. I know it sucks to feel like you're doing everything right for a week and not seeing results, or even 2 or 3 weeks. You put in all that effort and you look in the mirror and you don't see a difference, or you step on the scale and it hasn't changed, or you don't physically feel any different. And it sucks to feel like your efforts haven't accomplished anything. But let me let you in on a little secret, which is a previous tip. If you are consistent, you will get results. It's just gonna take a little bit more time than for the people who are going all in for 30 days, who, as we discussed, are probably gonna lose all of their results within another 30 days. You could be doing all this right. You could be making slow and steady changes, doing exercise that you love, but if you aren't trusting the process and aren't patient, and after a month you haven't seen all of the results that you want to and you quit, that's not the process's fault. And also remember that we are our own worst critics, and so if you aren't personally seeing results, it may just be because we all have a slightly distorted view of ourselves, and you might actually be getting really good results, but you just aren't able to acknowledge them yet. And you just need to give yourself a little bit more time to really see yourself in a different light. Tip number 8 is that there is no one right way to get fit, to get healthy. There are so many different things you can do to get to the same end goal. Yes, certain paths may be more efficient than others, they might be more enjoyable than others, but there's no one path that you have to take to get to where you want to be. You can carve your own path. You can make it windy, you can make it zigzaggy, you can do whatever you want. And often over time, the path that's going to be best for you is going to change. So what worked for you a year ago might not work for you this year because our bodies change, our lives change. A lot of different factors can go into what's going to be most effective and efficient for you. So that's a really big takeaway, is don't get frustrated and discouraged if you're doing something now and you are not getting the results that you did last time. It's likely that something is just different, and so you need to change things up. Try something new. Along those same lines, tip number 9 is to listen to your body and not anybody else's opinions and thoughts on what work best for their bodies. There is this lovely thing called bioindividuality, where different humans are going to respond best to different stimuli. When it comes to diet, some people thrive on a plant-based diet, some people thrive on a carnivorous diet, some people thrive on keto, some people thrive on higher carb. You might be somewhere in between that vast mixture of different things. Most people are different places on that spectrum. So what works best for your top 5 favorite influencers and your 2 best friends who are getting amazing results might not be what your body needs to get the results that you want. This is the thing that annoys me most about the fitness space, is so many people preaching that their way is not only the best way, but the only way. If anyone tells you that what they're doing is what you should be doing without them knowing anything about your background, walk away. There is no one ideal diet for all humans. There's also no one ideal mode of exercise for all humans. So you need to listen to your body, go on this journey for yourself. You can experiment with the things that your top 5 favorite influencers and your 2 best friends are doing and see if they work for you, but don't be confused or frustrated if what's working for them is not working for you, because you are you. Each person's ideal diet and way of exercising is like a fingerprint. It is unique to you. There's basically only 1, maybe 2 rules when it comes to nutrition that do apply to everyone. Made a video all about that here, so if you want to learn like the 1 to 2 things that you probably should be aware of and everyone should follow, check that video out, but beyond that, there are no clear-cut rules. So with that in mind, that you should be kind of custom building everything for yourself, tip number 10 is to create a plan. It is so much easier to fall off the wagon, stop making any effort if you don't have a plan, like a clear-cut idea of what your steps are to get to your goals. Grab a calendar, grab a bullet journal, just grab a plain old notebook, use the Notes app in your phone if you have to, but write down what you want to change, when, what your plan is, exactly what you want to follow. Having a plan is so key to staying on track, because if you don't have a plan, you don't have a track. And if you are just starting out on your fitness journey and you really have no clue how to make a plan that is custom to your body, then I do think it's totally okay, despite my previous tip, to follow someone else's pre-written plan, because this will help you get a good idea of what you do like, what you don't like, what your body responds well to, what your body doesn't really respond well to. And the more different bits and pieces you try out, eventually over a few years, you'll really learn how to listen to your body, hone your skills, and be able to create a plan just for yourself that's optimal for you. But if you're not at that point yet, then yeah, you can definitely follow a pre-written plan. And speaking of pre-written plans, I do have a few you can try out if you want to. Last year I released Project Comeback, which is a fitness and lifestyle program designed to get you back on track or even start your fitness journey over the course of 7 weeks. It ramps up slowly from basically no exercise to exercising 5 days a week, and it also gets you on track with your your nutrition, your sleep, and your stress. And then I also just came out with a program called Brains and Gains, which is a fitness and lifestyle program that I designed for students, although you don't have to be a student to do it. And this program is a semester-long plan to help you overall optimize your health through implementing exercise, nutrition practices, sleep practices, and stress practices. So if you are looking for a plan to follow, check those out. Tip number 11 is specifically about nutrition, and that is to learn to view food as more than macros. Food is nutrition. Food is fuel. Food is so much more than just carbs, fats, and proteins. It's full of vitamins and minerals. It is literally the building blocks that build your body. And when you can look at food in this way, you understand why the quality of your food is just as important as the macros themselves. You're building your body, you're shaping your body, you're bettering your body. What do you want that new body to be built on? Do you want it to be built on weaker, more processed foods, or do you want it to be built on strong, whole foods? When you can see food this way, it becomes so much easier to make better quality food choices that are going to majorly positively impact your health in the long run. And as we discussed, positively impacting your health is going to trickle down into your aesthetics. If you want to be that 80-year-old that kicks ass in the gym, looks like they're 50, can play with their grandkids without hurting their back, can keep up with all of their children and have fun and go on adventures, then you really want to be focusing on your nutritional quality and giving your body what it needs to build a stronger, healthier body, rather than just giving it the macros that it needs to reach your aesthetic goals. And tip number 12 is to not forget, please don't forget, please, about sleep and stress. These are 2 pillars of health, of 4. These 4 things hold up your whole health temple. So you have exercise, nutrition, sleep, and stress. If you're missing 2 of those from your health temple, I don't know why this is health temple, but it is, then your temple's gonna crumble. I have made videos both about why sleep is so important and why stress is so important, and different tactics you can use to improve both your sleep quality as well as your stress levels, so I will link them down below if you wanna check those out. But in short, if you are exercising and not sleeping properly, you are not getting as much out of your exercise as you could. Sleep is when your body recovers, when it really builds that new, better body that you're trying to get. And chronic stress breaks your body down and works against your goals in so many different ways. So if you are on point with your exercise and nutrition, but you aren't getting results, check in with your sleep quality and your stress levels. I guarantee as soon as you fix those, you're gonna be blown away, because you're gonna get all the results and more. So far in this video, we've covered how to make slow, steady, sustainable changes to build a lifestyle to get you sustainable and consistent and more permanent results. We also talked about the importance of formulating and sticking to a plan, particularly one that is tailored to your body, if that is something that you can accomplish, and then also the importance of all 4 pillars of health. So if you got something out of this video, please let me know down in the comments below, or if you have any more tips, definitely leave a comment and we can all learn from each other and get fit together. If you liked this video, make sure you stick around, hit that subscribe button so that you see my video next week, because that's going to be all about specifically getting back into the swing of things after the slump of the holidays, and kind of how to get back on track and lose any weight that you may have gained during the holiday season. So again, hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post that video. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Really do appreciate it. It supports me and my channel. Share this video with your friends, your family on Facebook. If you want to see more videos from me all about health and fitness and how to get fit, lose fat, you can check them out over here. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye.